Hey, good morning. Let's dig into a new document called the RECO Information Guide. For added commentary, RECO is meant to be a consumer protection agency, and so this document must be given to a prospective client or a self-represented party, we'll get into that later, before any services or assistance are provided. It's a lengthy document, 13 pages, and I honestly can't imagine anyone sitting down with their clients and walking them through this whole document. And part of me wants to say that this document really demonstrates how the government wants to embed itself into the property buying business, but that's just one person's opinion. Nevertheless, let's dig into it because I think there's a way to explain this quickly and efficiently. First of all, you should read it through yourself. And what I would do is create a digital version of this and highlight 4 or 5 key points throughout the document that you can draw your potential client's attention to. Just highlight it. Spreading out those highlighted points means that they have to go from the first one to the second one and so on. And most likely they will scan through all the text on the way. But this method lets them know that you are a skilled realtor because you are saying to them in an email, most likely, hey, there's some legislative changes to the property buying or selling experience, and I'm required by RECO to walk you through this document. For the most part, it's very straightforward, but there are 5 things I've highlighted because I think they are the most important. So please let me know if you have any questions. At this point, you have downloaded some of your responsibilities and you'll follow up with, hi, did you understand the document? Do you have any questions? At this point, I believe you've exercised your responsibility. So what should you highlight? Well, that's really up to you, things that you feel comfortable with. But what I would do is highlight, know the risks of representing yourself, signing a contract, understanding multiple representation, and how to make a complaint. And throughout the doc, you've got some highlighted points, and at the end, there's a place for the potential client to sign. So a couple of things. You may note there's no date on the document, and that seems pretty weird. Pretty much every document that you sign has a date on it, but like whatever. Listen, it's not a contract, but still it'd be nice to know when it was signed. And the problem I can see is that RECO says it has to be walked through before becoming a client or signing documents. So how can you provide that? Well, would the entire contract be nullified if a client said, oh, well, the agent didn't walk me through the guide beforehand? And let's not really go there. So having it signed digitally at least creates a timestamp, and that makes a ton of sense. But what about if someone says, hey, I'm fine with representing myself? Do they have to sign? Yes. And we'll talk more about self-represented parties later on. And by the way, the new working with a realtor form that we all know inside and out, right? It's been updated to include a section that needs to be signed. And that specifically says that you've seen the guide. The RECO Information Guide is a beast of a document for really anyone to get through. So let me know if you have any questions.